on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and we are underway here on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
They go play action here on first down. This pass is caught by London. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards on the play. First and 10 at the 50-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw. McKay. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
The drive will start with an option going left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing is Hurts. He'll find Metcalf. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. McKay. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Sets up a 3rd down and 18.
Back to throw. McKay. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hurts going to keep it running right. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
That one complete to McConkey. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Hurts. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win.
It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And that one results in 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They go play action with Hurts. And his throw is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Now Cade York for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
The numbers for Brooks a week ago. 16 carries, 57 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball of the season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Brooks running left. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Off play action. McKay finding room at midfield. And down right around the 37. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. McKay. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. as they've got it 2nd and 7. Back to throw. McKay will get this out to Barkley, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Eckler. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They come up short here on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
The slot man in motion right. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll set up to throw.
Got his man. It's Bo Melton.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw.
Another catch from Melton.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And on now is the punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. Operating from the gun. McKay
Over the middle, caught by London.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A first carry now for Thompson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
In motion goes the tight end. 2nd and 9 now.
To the right side here, caught by Kincaid.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. McKay.
This taken in by Kincaid.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Thompson between the tackles. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's brought in downfield by London. Touchdown! Drake London, 50 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap. especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They'll look to throw again. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From the gun, it's Hurts.
And pressure gets to him again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return.
The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. And right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. McKay. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit, but first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
Throwing is Hurts.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
They'll get 4. They're out of the screen, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off.
Hurts fumbles it. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
Following the fumble recovery, McKay.
That's pulled in by Brooks.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down.
Looking to throw. McKay. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it.
Holding offense.
So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Well, they bring their punter out there now as he's on for the 5th time here today. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Throwing to start the drive. McKay. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks.
And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's the gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 24-yard line.
Off the play fake. McKay firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Got a man, it's London.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle with Brooks here.
He will push his way down to about the 14.
The tackle made there by Drew Sanders. This a 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And Walker has it. So he's stopped for no gain. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Second and 5. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, McKay. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Back to throw again. This to the tight end, Kincaid. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
In motion, the tight end. Back to throw now on 1st down. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
13-yard line.
Back to throw. McKay. Looking for London on the out route complete. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Brooks. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That one complete to McConkey.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 9.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there.
42 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Thompson going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Eckler will take it in. Touchdown. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Hurts. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Play action. Here's Hurts. And this one finds McConkey. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And a 1st down.
He'll look to throw. Hurts fumbles it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for the home team here, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.